This is the discovery room. And I love it, and if you guys love it, feel free to let Elizabeth or Tricia know, and maybe we can utilize this space more often. So we're going to take some time to center and ground, and feel free to use the view as something to focus on, maybe find something to gaze at. We're going to bring our feet down and let them come hips width apart. Press your feet down into your mat. Think about your knees being in line with your hips. And bring your shoulders over your hips, ears over your shoulders. Relax your face. Relax your shoulders, relax your jaw. You might soften or close your eyes here. And just begin to take in your breath. If you chose to have your eyes open, gazing at something, and just taking a moment here to set an intention or an affirmation or a mantra for your practice today. We're gently going to open the eyes if they're closed, and just take a moment to notice if by just softening and noticing your breath for that short amount of time, did it make a difference? Let's let our arms come down by our sides here and turn your palms forward. Draw your shoulder blades together. Open up through your collarbones. And then imagine your fingers have weights on them, drawing your fingertips down. We're going to take a deep inhale and sweep our arms up over the head. Deep exhale, arms will float back down by the sides. Nice. Let your palms turn forward so those shoulder blades are coming together. Inhale, deep breath in, beautiful. Exhale. Deep breath in, we're going to take it up. This time we'll interlace our hands. Interlace your hands here. Elbows can be bent if that feels better for your shoulders. We're going to turn our palms up and press down in your feet and reach up through your arms. And again, elbows can be bent. When you're here, if you can, bring your arms closer to your ears. Imagine you're trying to hug your ears. If it does not cause any pain. And I also want you to think about pressing your feet down, and can you draw your rib cage in? And can you breathe here? So no holding your breath. There's a lot of things going on, right? All right, ladies, from here, we're going to turn our knuckles up and we're going to point our pointer fingers. And this is going to be a wrist exercise. So, and again, if having your arms up isn't comfortable, you can always have your arms here, okay? So know that we always have options, all right? So I want you to press your fingers together, and then we're going to take our fingers to the right so that we're massaging our wrist. You got it. Good, good, good. Let's come back through the center here and fingers other way. And let's come back through the center. Release your arms. Let your arms float down. Inhale, take it up, and exhale down. Rotating your shoulders. Slow and easy does it. Let's pause here. Press your feet down. Press your sitting bones, your butt bones down. Reach up through the crown of your head. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, let your arms float down. Inhale, we're taking the arms up, big deep breath in. We're interlacing our hands here again, reaching the palms up. Elbows can be bent. Squeeze everything to the center line. Press your feet down. Shoulders away from your ears. Now we're going to be turning our knuckles up and over, and this time rather than our pointers pointing, our middle fingers are going to point. All right, and again, This can be happening if this is more comfortable, all right? So we're gonna do the same wrist exercise by pressing our fingers to the right and opening up the wrist. And then come back the other way and other side. Perfect. Nice, everyone. Come back to center. Release your arms. Let your arms float down by your sides. We're going to inhale our shoulders up to our ears, and then just exhale, let your arms drop down. Inhale up to your ears, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Turn your palms forward. Inhale, take your arms up. We are going to interlace our hands. Notice which way your hands want to interlace. My hands want to interlace this way. Do it the opposite way. Palms up. If you feel like you had to think about that, you're not alone. And we're going to do more of that. This next one, my brain gets totally befuddled here. All right, so we're pressing down, we're reaching up, and then we're going to turn our palms over, and now our ring fingers are touching. Arms are either up or we're here. Yeah, that is what the ring finger one is. This time we're going to go to our left. Come back to center. To the right. And center. Release your arms. Let your arms come down, around, behind you. Take the seat of your chair. Draw your shoulder blades together. Inhale, lift up through your heart space. Your face might lift. Your neck will let you know. Neck is the best teacher here. And as you're inhaling, think about lifting your sternum up towards the ceiling here. Deep breath in and deep breath out. And let's come back into neutral, stacking our heart over our hips and our head over our heart. We'll inhale up one more time here. And we're going to interlace the weird way. Don't go the way that you want to go, all right? And then take it up. And then from here, we're going to turn up and pinkies are touching. Arms are either up high or down low. And we're going to lean our hands to the left. So we're opening up that wrist, and then we're going to come back and other way. Nice. Let's come back through the center here. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Let your chin come in towards your throat. And if it feels good, nod your head no. Nod your head yes. Find your breath. If it feels better to have your legs a little wider to accommodate for your torso, by all means do that. And also, if there are blood pressure issues, having your head above your hips is recommended. All right, we're gonna press right down through our feet. Roll back up all the way to seated, heel toe your feet to neutral here. Inhale your arms up. Let your palms come to touch. Press down through your feet. Reach up through your fingers. Let your right hand come down. And we're going to lean over to the right. To your right. Looking forward, up or down here. Getting that lateral stretch in the body. Let's inhale. Bring the arms up. Palms will touch if that is okay. And left hand down. And we're reaching over to the left. Deep diaphragmatic breathing here. Inhale, rise up. Palms might touch, they might not. And then we're bringing our arms, shoulders width apart. Rotate to your right ever so slightly. Let your left hand take your right knee, and your right hand will take the seat of the chair behind you. Inhale and lengthen your spine by pressing down in your feet, reaching up through the crown of your head. And as you exhale, you'll rotate to your right, and you might be looking out over your right shoulder. You could also be looking over your left shoulder. Can you relax your shoulders a little more? Is your breath slow and smooth here? Noticing how your breath is moving. We're going to inhale our arms straight up. Come back through neutral here. Rotate to your left ever so slightly, letting your right hand take your left knee and your left hand comes to the seat of the chair behind you. Get long in your spine. Take a big inhale, and then we are rotating to our left. This time, you might gaze out over your left shoulder. Keep breathing. Long, slow, smooth breath. Notice if you're hugging your shoulders up towards your ears. If you are, relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Nice, everybody. Let's come on back through neutral. Find your seated mountain pose here. Inhale your arms up, big deep breath in. Exhale, we're bringing our hands around behind us onto the seat of the chair, shoulder blades together. Lift up through your sternum. Come back through neutral. Let your arms come forward and up. Deep breath in. Exhale, we're folding forward. Again, if you'd like to heel toe your feet a little wider to accommodate your torso, that's kind of nice. Let your head go. Make sure you're still breathing mindfully here and slowly begin to rise up. Inhaling, sweeping your arms up, bringing your feet back into neutral. We'll let our palms touch. Let your right hand come to the right side of your chair. We're going to lean to your right. Keep pressing down through your feet. Nice, everybody. Inhale, come back up. Palms come to touch. And left hand will come down. Other side. Inhale, rise up. Palms together. Releasing, creating space. We're going to rotate to our right. Left hand will take our right knee. Our right hand will come around behind, spinal twisting. Relax your shoulders. Deep diaphragmatic breathing. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Let's inhale, sweep it back up. And exhale, rotate to your left, right hand down to your left knee, left hand to the back of the chair. Spinal twisting here. So really great for our flexibility, our mobility, also good for our digestion. Let's take one more breath here. Come on back to center, sweep your arms up. Take a big deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Let's do this flow one more time, and then we're going to work on our lower body a little bit, okay? So let's inhale our arms up. Exhale, bring your hands around behind. Draw your shoulder blades together. Lift your heart space. Maybe your chin goes up. Begin to come back through neutral here. Let your hands come back down by your sides. Finding our seated mountain pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold it forward. Maybe your feet come a little wider. Press down to rise up. Sweep your arms all the way up. Your feet will come back into neutral. We'll let our palms come to touch. Let your left hand come down this time. We'll mix it up a little bit. Left hand down. We're going to lean to our left. Keep pressing down in your feet. It's okay. We'll catch both sides, so no worries. Inhale, come on back up. Let your palms come to touch. And let's let the right hand come down. We'll lean over to the right. Good. Let's press it down to come up. Both arms up. Let your palms touch. And then we're going to come right about shoulders width. Rotate to your left this time. Right hand, left knee. Left knee's coming around behind, shoulders relaxed. That's it. Good. Long, slow, deep diaphragmatic breathing. So letting this yoga be work and then letting it go. We work and we let it go. Let's come back, inhale, sweep the arms up. Rotate to your right, left hand, right knee, right hand comes around behind. Press down through your feet, lengthen up through your spine. And let's make our way back into neutral here one more time. Let's sweep those arms up, press down through your feet. Exhale, come down. We're gonna bring our palms to touch here, right at the heart space. Bring your palms to touch. Maybe your forearm. Actually, let's keep our hands just like so. So hand on hand. We were doing this finger back and forth thing. I'd like us to do this with our palms pressing down. So let's press our left hand into your right hand and just begin to press. Take it back. As far as it goes comfortably, where you can feel something. Notice if your shoulder hugs up to your ear. If it does, let it go. Keep pressing down through your feet. Make sure that you're breathing. We're going to come back into neutral here. Other side. Just noticing the sensation, being aware of what we're feeling. Yoga is about awareness. Good. Let's come back through to neutral here. Release your hands. Give it a little shake out. One more thing with our hands, I said we were coming to lower body, and we are, just not as soon as I had anticipated. Let's bring our right hand up, bring your thumb into your hand and fingers over the thumb. We're gonna take our left hand onto the back of our right hand and just drop down. Keep breathing here. So being aware of the sensations and where they start, where they end, what do they feel like? We wanna make sure that we're not in pain. Let's release, let that go a little bit, shake it up. And then we're gonna bring our left hand up, thumb comes into the palm, we're taking the fingers over the top, and then our right hand comes onto the back of the left hand and draw down. And again, we're just noticing what's happening with your breath, making sure that you're not holding your breath. Noticing any sensations, being aware of what we're feeling. Let's come back through neutral, let it go, shake it up. All right, let's bring our hands onto our knees. Bring your knees a little bit wider. Draw your shoulder blades together here. We're gonna begin to make some big circles. So our hips and our low back and our spine are getting some movement. So as I'm moving back, I'm kind of moving like I'm making the letter C with my back here. All right, and then when I'm coming forward, I'm making that C going the opposite way. Does that make sense, Sean? Yeah, maybe.
Concave, convex.
What was that?
Concave, convex.
There we go. Yes, yes, yes. Let's take it the other way. That was concave, convex. And you know, those are all words in the anatomy books that I never grasped very well. So there I go with the letter C. Maybe that'll help me remember it though. Convex, concave, starts with a C. All right, let's go one more time here. Come on back through center. Come on up, stack your joints here. Feet are coming hips width apart. We're gonna lift our right heel and we're gonna take our hands under the thigh and hug it in. Let's begin by rotating our ankle. When we're here, I want you to notice, does your body begin to do this? Do you begin to fall back a little bit? And if that's the case, really press it down in your left foot and try to keep your joints stacked. If you're rotating, let's rotate the other way a few times. And then we're gonna pause and let's walk our left foot into center and we're just gonna cross right over left if it's available and bring the outside of your left arm to your right outer thigh and we're gonna bring our right hand to the seat of the chair behind us. So it's the other way. No, you have legs right. So it's your left arm, yep, and right Good, so it's a little deeper twist. All right, it's nice for the hip too in the right outer leg, the IT band. Let's come on back through to neutral here. Unwind yourself and we'll pick up our left heel. Let's bring our hands under. We're gonna hug in and we'll rotate our ankle a few times here. Good, we wanna keep that other foot actively pressing down and then take it around the other way. And we'll pause with our rotating, cross your left leg on top. And so right arm, so everyone bring your right arm forward, good. And then we're gonna take it to our left, good. And then we're gonna turn our palm up and let the arm come down. Left hand behind and give yourself a little twist. Relax your shoulders. Keep your breath nice and smooth here. All right, one more time. Let's come back into neutral. Unwind yourself. Find your seated mountain pose. So the seated mountain pose, we want to think about our alignment, stacking our joints. All right, that our knees are over our ankles, our hips are in line with our knees, our shoulders are over our hips, and our ears are over our shoulders. Let's pick up our right heel, interlace your hands behind your thigh, and lift up here, and we're going to circle. We're going to keep pressing down in our left foot, being mindful, bringing this awareness to what we're doing. All right, ladies, we're going to take it around the other way. Creating as much rotation here as you can, creating space. We're going to pause in neutral, press that left foot down, draw your shoulder blades together, hug your right knee in. Next part's optional, extend the leg, and down. Shoulder blades together, extend, and down. Good, one more time, hold it here. If anybody would like, you could let the arms go. It's really not that fun, but you can do it. And we'll release and let it go. And my quadricep is on fire, the front of my thigh. So we're going to take our right foot and bring the toenails to the mat so that we're stretching out the front of the thigh. If it doesn't feel
I get cramps.
Yeah, don't do it if it doesn't feel good.
I get cramps there and then my foot.
Even just coming onto your toes
Oh,
and
now
bending.
that I can do.
Yeah, we can always make a workaround.
Yeah.
All right. Let's release and let that go. Bring your right foot back forward. And from here, we're going to pick up our left heel. We'll interlace our hands behind the thigh. Hug it in, bring it up, press that right foot down, shoulder blades together, and let's circle. Mindful, connecting your breaths with your movements. Just circling the hip, lifting that leg and taking it in one direction, and then we're going to take it around in the other direction. Pause here in neutral. Hug that knee in close. Resist leaning back. Press down in your right foot. And let's extend the leg. And bend. And extend. And bend. And this time we're going to extend. And if you'd like, arms might go up, leg might stay right there. Again, it's not that fun. And come on down. It's a lot of work. And then, again, you might bring your toenails to your mat. I realize this doesn't work for all ankles, and we do want to make sure that we're not moving into pain. So if that doesn't work for you, just bending your knee, being on your toes would be fine. You're still getting a stretch in the front of that thigh. All right. Breathing mindfully here. We're going to take one more breath, and we'll release that. So we're going to do some of standing postures using the seat of our chair. And these chairs have a little different shape than what we've been using at the other locations, so this should be interesting. So I'm turning to my right and bringing right behind my knee. The chair is right behind my knee, and we're going to take the left leg straight back. And yes, you've got it. Nice, everybody. Everybody's going to be squaring their shoulders towards this, whatever direction that is, wall. Shoulders are square. As you inhale, I'd like you to sweep your arms up. Big, deep breath in. Beautiful. Exhale, sweep your arms down. Inhale, sweep your arms up. You've got it, Sam. Exhale down. Nice, everyone. This next time, we're going to inhale. Pause right here. Let your shoulder blades move down away from your ears. I'm just looking, ladies. You keep your arms up. All right. So let your shoulder blades move down away from your ears. And can you fire up your back leg and your back glute, your left glute a little bit more. Release your hands down. We're going to begin to come back through neutral here. And we're just going to come the other way. So now our left thigh is on the chair. Our right leg is going back. The shoulders are squaring towards the cabinets now. And with our in-breath, we'll sweep the arms up. Good. And with your out-breath, arms come down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Nice, everyone. Inhale up and pause. Relax your shoulders. Compress through your rib cage. One more breath here. Release your hands. Let's come back through neutral here. Heel toe your feet together. We're going to come to stand. And we're going to do a variation of what we were just doing seated in the chair. I'm still using the chair, but in a different way. So let's bring our chair to the front of the mat, and the seat of the chair will be facing you. So we'll find our mountain pose facing the chair. Fingertips are reaching down, shoulder blades are together, face is soft, breath is smooth. Let's inhale, take your arms up. Look up, squeeze your back body a little bit. Exhale, arms down. Good. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, sweep your arms down. Let's bring our hands onto our low back. Elbows close. Draw your elbows close. Squeeze your glutes a little bit. And then you might think about this lifting. And it might even be, I'm just thinking about doing that. Maybe it doesn't even feel like there's movement there, but that's okay. Let's come back through center. Stack your joints. Let your arms come down. Inhale, big deep breath in, sweeping up. Exhale, we're folding forward here. So your hands can come onto the chair, your elbows can be bent. And then we're gonna place our palms down onto the seat of the chair and straighten the arms for a flat back, shoulder blades together. Pick up your right heel, take your right foot back. Now we're in that lunge like we were doing seated. We just had our leg on the front. We're doing the same thing here, all right? So just reach that heel back, draw your shoulder blades together. Let's see about taking our left hand straight back. Nice, everyone. Good. And then let your left hand come back onto the seat of the chair, and then let's see about taking our right hand. Let your left hand, your palm, come onto the seat of your chair and straighten your front leg. Let your back heel dial down at an angle. And we're gonna take this right arm straight up for triangle pose. Let the right leg straighten a bit. Right leg straightens here. That's it, perfect, great, nice everything. Good, long, slow, deep diaphragmatic breathing. Let's begin to look down towards the seat of the chair. Let your right hand come down, pick up your right heel. So we're back in this lunge here that we started in. This next part, completely optional, everyone. I'm gonna give a lot of options. One is to take your left hand back like we did. Another is to take your right hand back. Another is to take both of your hands back. And another is to come up. Both arms up. You do what feels safe, comfortable. One more breath here. Let your hands come on down to the seat of your chair. Step your right foot forward. Bend your elbows and let the crown of your head come down towards your chair. And then press down to your feet. We're going to inhale and rise all the way up. Sweep your arms up. Let's interlace our hands here. Reach the palms of your hands up. Reach down through the soles of your feet. And release your hands. We're coming forward. Bending the elbows here and then coming into that flat back so our arms will be long and strong here. Shoulder blades together. Lift up your left heel. Step your left foot back. Shoulder blades are coming together. Same thing here. We can stay right here, or maybe we bring our right hand back. And then let the right hand come down. Left hand can go back here. So your right knee is reaching forward, you're reaching back through those left fingertips. And then we're just gonna let our left hand dangle, right hand press down into it on the seat of your chair. Straighten that front leg, dial your back heel down at an angle. And we're gonna take that left arm and sweep it up. Your palm will be facing the cabinet's front leg straightening here. I want you to imagine that you're in between two panes of glass. Let's take one more breath here. Begin to look down. And let your left hand come back to the seat of the chair. We're gonna pick up that left heel, dial it back. All of those options are available. We can stay here. We could do a right hand back, or a left hand back, or both hands back, or maybe we lift up, arms up. One of these options is not better than the other option. They are just different. Let's take one more breath. Begin to release your hands down to your chair. And let's step our back foot forward. Soften your elbows here to bend forward. And press down through your feet. We're going to inhale, rise all the way up, and exhale right back into mountain pose. Inhale, arms up. Let's interlace our hands here, palms up. Option to stay right here and press down through your feet and think about compressing through your rib cage and your hips. Other option would be to lift your heels. Having a good sense of humor with yourself is always encouraged. So some days our balance will be better than others for many, many different reasons. Let's come back down nice and slow. If your shoulders need a little roll, give your shoulders a little roll. And then we're going to step our feet just about as wide as our mat here. Let's bring our hands forward, palms together. We've made this motion a little bit here today. And we're going to be taking our right hand back. So just take a look for a moment I'm gonna be picking up my left heel as I take my right hand back, okay? And then we're gonna come back together. And we're gonna do the same side a few times, mainly because I mix things up when I get too many sides going on. Coming back, and then this next time I want you to pause and see if there might be a little more room to go. Can you keep taking that right hand back? Even more, opening up through your heart space. Let's come back to neutral, ladies. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a moment here to notice how you are feeling. Bringing that awareness back into our practice. And we'll bring the hands back forward. This time our left hand is going back and our right heel will be lifting, so we'll be rotating left. And with your breath, bring it back into neutral. And left. Back to neutral. This next time we're gonna stay right here. And maybe you see if there's more room to take that left arm, opening up through your collarbones, through your heart. Bring it back to neutral. Bring your palms together at your heart space. Take a moment of awareness, of reflection. And then from here, we're gonna soften our knees just a little. We're gonna come forward, bring your palms onto your chair. So when we're in this shape, if it feels better for you to dial your heels out and your toes in a little bit of pigeon toeing, feel free to do that. Or having your toes just straight forward. We're gonna bring our left hand onto the seat of the chair or the back of the chair, whichever you're using here, and press down, engage your midsection, take your right palm onto your low back, and begin to dial your right elbow up towards the sky here, and yeah, you might soften that left knee. It might automatically happen without you even thinking about it. So we're coming back to that opening up the heart space here, and you might even take your right arm all the way up if that feels good. So your palm would be facing the projector, the projector thingy there on the wall. And let's come back to neutral. I have such technical terms for things. We're gonna bring our other hand to center under our face. Let's start by bringing our left palm onto the low back. You might soften that right knee here a little bit and begin to dial your elbow up. Stack your shoulders here. And that option, if you'd like, to take your arm up. Notice how does it feel? Your palm will be facing the cabinet. Does it feel better to have your arm up, or does it feel better to have your hand on your low back? Do you find more space with your arm up or your hand on your low back? Let's take one more big deep breath here and begin to come back into neutral. Let your hands come on to the sides of your chair, so we're really holding on here. We're gonna bring our feet to hips width apart here. So feet not so wide now. And we're gonna step our right foot back and our left foot back, and then take your hips back for downward facing dog. And from here, I'd like you to lift your heels as you inhale, lift your heels. And as you exhale, lower your heels. Inhale, lift your heels. Beautiful, everyone. Exhale, lift, lower. We're inhaling and lifting, and we're exhaling and lowering. We're not just lifting and lifting and lifting. All right, this next time that your heels are lifting, I want you to pause there. See if you can scoop your low abdomen in and up. And release your heels down. walk your feet forward. Release your hands from the chair, press down, rise up. And let's exhale down. I'm going to come into a tree pose. I feel like it would just, how could we not do tree pose with this amazing tree? So I'm going to be bringing my chair off to my right. I'm going to bring it off to my left, like so. And I'm going to stand like this. But you could also have the chair in front of you, like so. So you decide if you'd like it to your side or if you want it. I'm going to move it to my right. I'm going to make brain surgery out of it. All right. So we're going to begin by picking up our left heel. So if you're facing the chair, both hands on the chair. If you have the chair to the side, one hand on the chair, we're going to be picking up our left heel and dialing it out. Kind of kickstanding here, and then you might begin to slide the foot a little higher. Press down in that standing foot, draw your shoulder blades together. You might begin to bring one hand away from the seat of the chair. If you felt okay bringing two hands away. There are a lot of options here, so there's not a right or wrong. You could have one hand on the chair, one arm extended. Beautiful. Let's bring it down nice and slow. Walk it out a little bit. We'll come to the other side. If you're playing musical chairs like I am, you'll move the chair to the other side. Picking up your right heel, we're dialing it out. Sliding it up is an option. So really think about grounding and rooting through your standing foot. You might even imagine that that left ankle has like a skirt of roots that are going wide and deep, helping keep you balanced. Maybe one or both hands come away. Take your time with it. There's no rush. Nice and slow. Walking it out here. Let's come back to seated in the chair. So just bringing your chair right back to neutral here. We'll do a little bit of a cool down and then relaxation. If any of you wanted to come and do the relaxation on the floor, you're welcome to do that. I'm going to be demonstrating from the chair. So let's come back into our, my watch is reminding me that I have chair yoga. I'm on it. Let's come back into our seated mountain pose. Draw your shoulder blades together a little bit. Press your feet down into the mat. Just take a few breaths here. Letting your eyelids be heavier closed. Bringing your awareness inward. If your eyes are closed, let your eyes open. Let's bring our hands onto our knees. We're going to bring our legs just a little bit wider. And we're going to do some convex and concave movement with the spine, or letter C's, whichever works. Rounding the spine forward and back, waving your spine, massaging it out. And one more time through here, and we'll press down to come up, back into our seated mountain pose. So our feet will come back to about hips width apart. We'll let the left hand take our right knee, and we're gonna take our right arm straight up. Left hand's on the right knee, and our right arm's going straight up. We're pressing our feet down. Big inhale, we're gonna lean over to the left. Keep pressing down in your feet, so we're getting this nice lateral movement here. Press down through your feet to come up. Let your right arm come over your left arm. We're gonna bring our right hand to our left knee. Round your back. Let your chin come in towards your throat. And inhale, come back in. We're gonna take our right hand, our arm that's on top, around, behind to the seat of the chair. If you would like, you could flip your left palm over. It's a subtle movement, but it might allow you to move a little deeper in your seated twist. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Keep breathing here. As you inhale, come back into center, into our seated mountain pose, shoulder blades together. Let's let our right hand take our left knee. We'll inhale our left arm straight up, and we're gonna lean to the right. Keep pressing down in your feet. And as you're inhaling, press down through your feet to bring your torso back up. Let your left arm cross over your right arm and round your back. Letting your chin come in towards your throat here. And beginning to unwind your spine. Letting your left hand come back behind you. Coming into spinal twisting here. And with your next breath, come back into neutral. Let's just scoot back so we can use the seat of the chair now. So we want to keep our spine tall but not overwork it here. So there is some relaxation. We want to have alertness in our relaxation. So finding something that's comfortable here, coming back to letting your eyelids be heavier closed, and I will just be guiding you through a relaxation here. So eyelids will be heavier closed. And we're just noticing the breath here, letting your facial muscles relax. So think about bringing your attention to the right side of your neck and see if you can bring your awareness there and soften the right side of your neck. And then bringing your attention to the left side of your neck. Attention and awareness to the left side of your neck. Seeing if you can soften the left side of your neck. And then bringing your attention around to the back of your neck. Coming to the occipital bone, the skull bone, all the way down to the space in between your shoulder blades, and bringing your attention, your awareness, and your breath here, seeing if you can soften and relax the back of your neck. And then bringing your attention inner ear canals are located in your head, in your inner ears, and softening, relaxing the inner ear canal, softening the bridge of your nose, softening all around the eyes. Think about relaxing your eyebrows. Taking a moment to notice your breath. Back to the space at the front of your throat. Here again, the front of your neck, the throat, our place of communication. And just imagining that all of the words, all of our communications that we've ever had, imagining that they came out a little softer. And imagining any communications, any words that we're going to have in the future, that they will be softer. And then bringing your attention back to that space in your ear canals and imagining all of the words that we've ever heard were a bit softer, a bit kinder. And then coming back to our eyes and all of the things that we've ever seen and all of the things that we're going to see are going to be a bit kinder and a bit softer. Let your breath become a little bit bigger here. Begin to invite back some movement into your body. It might be some wiggles through fingertips, toes, ankles, wrists. If it feels good to take a big long stretch. Just eventually making our way back out and making our way back into a seated position. We'll join our hands together in a heart space if this feels authentic to you. And I hope that your practice today leaves you feeling a bit softer, more relaxed, calmer, and that we can share that out in our world that we're living in. My light honors your light. Namaste. Thank you, ladies, so much for